Hi. In previous discussion, we understood what is black box testing and what is functional testing. And under the functional testing, we understood what is unit testing, what is component testing, and what are the different types of component testing. And we also discussed about integration testing and what are the different types of integration testing. And also we understood system testing, right? Okay, so these are all the different types of testings already we have discussed. Okay, today we'll try to understand, in this discussion we'll try to understand what is user acceptance testing. Okay, user acceptance testing. Okay, or else what we can do is, before going for the user acceptance testing, we'll try to understand regression testing. Okay, so it will be good for understanding the regression testing before going for the user acceptance testing. Okay, so what is regression testing? Okay, now we are not considering user acceptance testing, just we are trying to understand what is regression testing. Okay, so regression testing, okay, we'll try to understand what it is. For example, if you have an application, okay, and this application is having so many features. Okay, feature 1 or module 1, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4, feature 5. Okay, so this is your application, and here we are having these many features, feature 1 to feature 5. Okay, so if for this application, if any new feature got added, for example, new feature, feature 6, feature number 6 got added, okay, and if some feature got modified, for example, feature 3 get modified, feature 3 got modified and feature 6 got added, okay, for example, feature 4 got deleted. Okay, so one feature got added, that is feature 6, and one feature got modified, that is feature 3, and one feature got deleted, that is feature 5, sorry, feature 2. Okay, so while testing, if you found a bug in feature 3, so it is fixed. Okay, so bug got fixed as a part of feature 3. Okay, so all these things happen to your application, means some things got added, some things got modified, some things got fixed, and some things got deleted. Okay, so when you do all this type of things, okay, then you need to make sure, like, because of these are the things done for your application, it is not going to impact the other modules. Other modules here is, remaining module is feature 1 and feature 5. Okay, here the purpose of regression testing is to ensure when there is a bug fix, when there is a modification to some feature, and when there is an addition of a feature to the application, and when there is a deletion of the feature from the application. Okay, due to these things, other models or unchanged models are not going to affect. You need to make sure that, or you need to verify that, or you need to ensure that. Okay, so that is nothing but a regression testing. Okay, I think you people are able to understand or follow me. Okay, so if anything changed, or anything added, or anything modified, or anything got fixed, or anything got deleted from your application, okay, due to all these things or all these operations, other unchanged models should not be affected. Okay, so to ensure that you are going to test your unchanged models or features. Okay, that is nothing but regression testing. Okay, so when you consider regression testing, again there are three types of regression testing. One is unit regression testing, regional regression testing, unit regression testing, regional regression testing, and full regression testing. How many types of regression testings are there? Three types. One is unit regression testing, second one is regional regression testing, and third one is full regression testing. Okay, so we'll try to understand one by one, okay, clearly. So if you consider unit regression testing is nothing but, for example, you are having an application. Okay, just consider one example here. I am having an application. Okay, this application is having feature 1, okay, feature 2, and feature 3. Okay, and for example, you modified this feature 2, okay, or updated some things in feature 2. Okay, then as a part of unit testing, what you are going to do, just you are trying to regress this module or this unit only. Means what are the components are present as a part of this feature 2 or module 2, you are going to execute, or you are going to test the things under this module or this feature only. Okay, that is limited to this feature. Okay, that is nothing but unit regression testing. Okay, next, regional regression testing. Regional regression testing is the same thing. For example, if you are having an application and there are few modules, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You are having 6 modules, for example. Okay, then if I modified this feature or updated this feature, okay, and I deleted this feature, I updated this feature, I deleted this feature. Okay, so developers updated this one and deleted this feature. Then what you need to do? You need to identify the impacted area. Okay, due to these changes, means updation and deletion, what are the models are, what are the other models are affected or impacted? You need to analyze them and you need to make sure those unchanged features got impacted by these changes. Okay, you need to ensure that whether those got impacted or not. Okay, so you need to regress, or you need to do the regression testing for all those impacted area. After doing the impact analysis, means you'll be having some impact analysis meeting, okay, where your delivery manager or product owner or product manager will be there, and development team will be there, and we testing team will be part of the impact analysis meeting. There we are going to decide, because of this updation and this deletion, what are all other models or features got impacted. Okay, we will analyze that and we'll try to find out the impacted areas or impacted models, and we'll list out them and we'll try to test them. Okay, to ensure because of these modifications, other models or impacted models are not behaving in unexpected way. Okay, that is nothing but regional regression testing. Okay, that is regional regression testing. And one thing I want to mention here is impact analysis meeting is not compulsory for each and every project. Depending upon the project, it may vary. Okay. In some projects, they may go for the impact analysis meeting. Okay. But in some type of projects, what they will do, when they do some changes or some modifications or some deletions to the some features in the application, developers will add the developer notes. What they will do, they will add developer notes. Okay, as a part of developer notes, they will list out the impacted areas. Okay, so that by going through that impacted areas information, okay, by going through the list, you can consider these models or listed models or features for the regression testing as a tester. Okay, so that is all about regional regression testing. And third type is full regression testing. Full regression testing. We'll try to understand that with an example. Okay. For example, here there is an application. Okay. And it is having features or modules, whatever you can call it as. Okay. Module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5, module 6, and module 7. Okay, here it is having 7 modules, and developer has modified or changed or updated or fixed or they did something to almost all the modules. Okay, they have updated and they have what you call deleted these features, for example, and they have added one more feature. Added. Okay, they added one feature and they deleted 2 features and they updated or modified 3 features. Okay, so now because of almost all the features or most of the features of this applications are got what you call changed or deleted or added, means here almost means around 80% to 85% of your application went through some modifications or updations or additions or deletions, right? So here only 2 unchanged models are there. Okay, that is module 1 and module 2, means they have not done any changes or updations or anything else to these models. Okay, these are the M1, module 1 and module 2 are the unchanged models. Okay, so here along with the testing of these modules, okay, without going for the impact analysis, okay, impact analysis meeting and all, because impact analysis is a time consuming activity and resource consuming activity. Here product owner or product manager should be present, all development team should be present, and all testing team should be present. Okay, so that it will take all these resources time. Okay, so instead of going for this impact analysis meeting, okay, as already by looking at this you are able to clearly understand, like only 2 modules were left, almost all the modules are modified or added, updated, or something done by the development team. So without going for this type of impact analysis meeting and all and trying to analyze the impacted areas and all, okay, because that is waste of the time and resources, just you can consider these 2 models as a part of the regression, so that you can here completely test the or completely go for the regression testing of this application, or you completely do the regression testing for entire application without going for impact analysis and all. Okay, so that is a what you call extra burden or extra time consuming activity in this type of scenario, or in this type of what do you call in this type of situation, it is not recommended to go for impact analysis and all. Okay, because only two features are left, unchanged features are left, so that you consider those two features for the regression testing. That is all about full regression testing. Okay, next. Now we understood what is regression testing and what are the different types of regression testing. Okay, now we will try to understand what is sanity testing first, and afterwards we'll try to understand what is smoke testing. Okay, first we'll try to understand what is sanity testing. Okay, sanity testing is nothing but, okay, what is sanity testing? Sanity testing. Okay, so for example, developers developed feature 1 and feature 2. Okay, developers developed feature 1 and feature 2, and they are deploying. Okay, they are deploying the build that is having feature 1 and feature 2. Okay, after deployment, testing team may have around 30 test cases for these two modules or these two features. Okay, around 20 test cases for feature 1 and around 10 test cases for feature 2. Okay, so here what they will do, when development team deploys a build, okay, then testing team will not go for executing all the test cases. Okay, entire test cases. Okay, they are having 30 test cases here in this example. Okay, they are not going to execute all these 30 test cases. Okay, what they will do, they will be having some critical test cases from this list. Means they already listed out some critical test cases. Okay, for example, around 5 test cases. Okay, what they will do, they will try to execute all those, means these listed out or selected 5 test cases on that build. Okay, if these 5 test cases, out of these 5 test cases, at least 4 test cases are passed, then they will accept that build. Okay, and they will continue with the execution of remaining test cases, remaining 25 test cases. Okay, otherwise what they will do, for example, when they execute 5 test cases, among them 4 got failed and only 1 got passed. Okay, then what they will do, they will say, or they will reject that build. Okay, so they will reject that build, saying like that this build is not stable and we are not going to test it. Okay, so again development team, they will take this back and they will try to again modify the features and they will try to give another build too. Okay, so the testing whatever we do, okay, when there is a new build, okay, to ensure the build is stable and we can continue further with other remaining test case execution or testing. Okay, that type of testing is nothing but sanity testing. Let me come again. Okay, when development team develops some features, okay, they deploy that build into QA environment, and QA environment, what they will do, they will try to execute some critical test cases or test scenarios, okay, on that build. If that build is okay to accept, or those critical test cases are getting passed, okay, then you can accept that build, otherwise you can reject that build. Okay, so the testing whatever you done for those limited critical scenarios or test cases, when there is a new build, that testing is nothing but a sanity testing. Okay, so that is sanity testing. Next, we will try to understand what is smoke testing. There is one more type of testing called smoke testing. What is that? smoke testing. Okay, so we'll try to understand what is smoke testing. Smoke testing. Okay, smoke testing, in some companies actually they will alternatively use the smoke and sanity for the same thing. Okay, when they release the build and they are going to execute critical scenarios or test cases, and they will decide whether to accept that build or reject that build. Okay, for that actually that is that type of testing is sanity testing, but in some companies they call that sanity testing as smoke testing. Okay, they don't want to what you call differentiate between smoke and sanity. But if you go in a deeper way, sanity is different from smoke. Okay, sanity is the testing done on the new build. Okay, and will decide whether to accept the build or not, or whether to reject the build or accept the build. Okay, so that is sanity testing. Smoke testing is, for example, if development team developed some features. Okay, some features they have developed, and it is deployed into some environment. For example, you can say QA environment. Okay, it is deployed onto QA environment. Okay, so here we are doing the testing. Okay, we done the testing and everything fine. Okay, means this is working fine. Now they can move this set of features into next higher environment. For example, you can say val environment. Okay, the same set of features will be deployed into another environment or higher level environment. Then what we are going to do is, here we are going to execute some critical scenarios. Okay, we are going to execute some critical scenarios to ensure application is behaving properly, means there is no breakage of the application. Okay, due to the environment change. Okay, this type of testing means when the application is deployed from one environment to another environment, or application or feature is moved from one environment to another environment, then we need to make sure means that application is not broken and it is working fine. Okay, so for that we are going to execute some critical scenarios, known critical scenarios. Okay, that type of testing is nothing but a smoke testing. Okay, you can call the type of testing as a smoke testing. Okay, smoke testing will be done for the critical scenarios execution when there is a change of the environment. Sanity testing will be done when there is a new build and we are trying to execute some critical scenarios to what do you call make a decision to whether accept the build or reject the build. Okay, that is all about sanity and smoke testing. So next type of testing is, we'll go for user acceptance testing at the end. Okay, next is retesting. Okay, what is retesting? Retesting is nothing but, okay, when you consider retesting, okay, for example, okay, we'll go with example so that it will be very clear. If developer developed some feature 1, and it is given to the QA, okay, or it is deployed into QA environment, as a build, and we are going to execute some critical scenarios on that build, and if those critical scenarios are passed, then we can accept the build. That is fine. Okay, after accepting this build, Okay, we are trying to execute component level test cases, or we are doing the component testing. After that, we are doing system testing and all, right? Okay, when you are doing your component testing or system testing, okay, that time if you found a bug or defect, you can call it as a bug or defects. In some companies they will call it as a bug, and in some companies they may call it as a defect. Both are same. Okay, so defect is nothing but, for example, there is a requirement called, okay, there is a requirement like, there is a requirement called, so when user enters a valid username and valid password and clicks on the login button, user should be navigated to the home page. Okay, so the requirement says, or the test case written according to the requirement says like, enter the username into username field, enter the valid password into password field, and click on login button. Okay, expected result is user should be navigated to the home page with login successful message. Okay, successful login message. Okay, that is the test case says, or that is the requirement. Okay, but while testing or while executing the test case, user entered, means tester entered valid username, valid password and clicked on the login, but user navigated to the blank page instead of home page. Okay, there is no content and there is nothing. Okay, he just navigated to the blank page. Then you can call this behavior of the application is having a defect, because this is not, means application is not behaving or functioning as per the requirement of the customer. Okay, it is going to the blank page. Then you can raise a defect for, or you can raise a bug for that behavior of the application. Okay, when you raise a defect, okay, we'll talk about defect raising and defect bug life cycle, everything in the upcoming classes. Okay, but here just try to understand, if application is not behaving or functioning as per the requirement, then you can call there is a bug or there is a defect. Okay, just you log a bug or defect in a particular tool and assign it to the developer. Okay, specific developer. Then developer again fix that bug or defect, and again that will be deployed, okay, into QA environment. Again, tester, what they will do, they will going to re-verify that bug exists or not, or that bug or defect is resolved or not. Okay, again what they will do, they will try to enter the valid username and they will enter the valid password and they will click on the login button. Okay, and verifies whether user is able to navigate to the home page. If they are, means user is able to log into or navigate to the home page with a successful login message, then you can say application is behaving properly. Okay, so here when application is not behaving properly as per the requirement, then we are raising a defect. After raising a defect, developer will fix that defect. After fixing, again testing team or tester will be re-executing the same test case to verify or re-verify the same functionality. That is nothing but retesting. Okay, after the defect fix or bug fix, we are going to re-verify the functionality of that model or that feature. Okay, to ensure application is behaving or feature is behaving in a manner that is expected in the test case or in the requirement. Okay, that is nothing but retesting. Okay, so now we got clarity on retesting. So in this discussion we have covered what are all we covered, what type of testings we have covered. Regression testing we have covered, retesting we have covered, sanity testing we have covered, and smoke testing we have covered. Now remaining are user acceptance testing, exploratory testing, then monkey testing. Okay, we'll try to discuss these remaining testing types in the next session. Okay, I hope you people are able to understand whatever we have discussed till now. Okay, thank you so much.